Again, thank you everybody. Good morning. My name is Gary Grote. I'm the Executive Director for the Greater East Aurora Chamber of Commerce. And on behalf of the Chamber Board, staff, and membership, I would like to welcome and thank you all for attending this morning's event. Our goal is to let Western New York know that businesses of East Aurora and our surrounding communities in the area that the Chamber serves, Colden, Elma, Holland, Merlin, and Wales, are open for business and waiting to serve you. The Main Street ribbon cutting that we will conduct in just a few short minutes symbolizes the energy and excitement we feel in welcoming shoppers. Next, I'd like to welcome up a really strong advocate of East Aurora and the Greater East Aurora area. So a name you might be familiar with, a guy who's been around here a lot of different times. Tim Clark, who's the commissioner for the Buffalo Niagara Film Commission. So Tim, welcome.
Thank you, Gary. Thanks a lot, Gary, and thank you all for being here. Yeah, East Aurora is like Western New York's premier backlot. It reminds you very much of what we all knew as Mayberry back in the Andy Griffith days. It is a quintessential American town that is absolutely unmatched, in my opinion, at least certainly in this part of the country. I also have to say that Supervisor Bach, Mayor Mercurio, and Gary Grote, particularly with the Chamber here, have been strong advocates of shooting movies here in East Aurora. And it's really become a favorite of a lot of these producers and movie makers. Don Vidler I see here as well. His store has been the site of many, many movies, and he has actually made several cameos in those movies. I'm here also to tell you that there's going to be a new Christmas movie that's coming out this season. Not quite sure where it'll roll yet, but you're going to see some very familiar sights of this community in that movie. It's unnamed at the moment, so we can't really talk too many about the details of that. But some of the footage was actually taken at Carolcade, which is, again, just another one of these fantastic small town events that you just don't see that kind of participation anymore in modern day America. Movies have been coming to Western New York a lot lately, and a lot of it has to do with places like East Aurora. But they also have a lot to do with a certain person from this community, Senator Pat Gallivan, who I have to tell you launched the New York State upstate bump, it's called, of the tax incentive, which really brings many, many more movie makers to Western New York. And it's kind of funny because here we are shooting a lot of movies out here in this quaint village, but it's also sort of the birthplace of the upstate tax bump that we are really benefiting from. And that happened several years ago, but Senator Gallivan, Pat Gallivan's just been such a great advocate, and we really strongly appreciate everything he's done, not just for Buffalo and Western New York and this area, but really all upstate New York. So thanks Pat, and I see Mitch Martin here. I appreciate it if you tell him we send us our regards. Movies are going to be made a lot differently now. You heard Tim talk about sort of the new protocols, even of shoppers and so forth. There's probably going to be a lot less background extras, background actors walking around. There'll probably be much less crew and a lot less impact. Social distancing and all of those kinds of things aside, it's still going to be done very, very differently. Actors will be made up by makeup artists and hair technicians and so forth, but probably not in the same way that we're used to seeing. They may be PPE'd or whatever. So, there's going to be some changes in our industry as well. But we're ready to roll, and East Aurora certainly is ready to roll, and I guarantee you that we are going to be scouting sometimes virtually and sometimes in person this community and scouring it. I've already talked to Gary the other day about something that we're looking for an upcoming movie shoot, and we think we have it out here in East Aurora, and but we can't talk too much about that. I also want to thank the men and women of the East Aurora PD, the police department here. They have been such great partners of ours. Chief Krieger, and Mayor Mercurio, boy, I tell you, you just get on the horn with them and tell them what you need, and they are there, and they are very, very efficient, very good. And I just appreciate so much what law enforcement has done out here, as well as the municipal entities as well. So thank you all for coming. That's my little portion.
2